has been 10 years since Ellie Goulding's debut album, Lights, went to #1. Well, Ellie Goulding is with us supporting a very important cause this Christmas, and she joins me now. It's lovely to see you. Really good. How are you doing?
I'm really good, thank you. Thank you for having me.
So, lots of things going on in your life. We saw you there, that beautiful Joni Mitchell song, River. It's one of my favourites. It's a beautiful, beautiful song and a lovely version. And this is actually linked with something that you're very passionate about, which is actually trying to keep things, trying to save the environment, trying to make things better.
Yeah, the video we did down on the coast last year, the original video, and seeing as I had the choice of what I could do, I decided to take a bunch of the local volunteers to do some beach cleaning. Actually, there's a lot of rubbish on beaches, and I think I thought I just decided to use it as an opportunity to do something that I'm really passionate about, which is looking after the environment. And we just made it really fun, and the volunteers were so great, and they do it on a weekly basis, and they're brilliant. So it was actually really fun.
Yeah, it is. I've done that myself, and it does. There's a great sense of satisfaction, and needed more than ever, of course, because we're seeing, I don't know about you, but you see so many of these masks, the disposable masks being thrown away, and they're all going to end up in the ocean. I mean, it's horrendous, isn't it?
Exactly. A lot of stuff ends up in the ocean, unfortunately. And I know that the masks are totally necessary, and we've all had to wear them. But yeah, it's just more. It's more stuff that gets added, it just keeps building up. So, if you do see rubbish, pick it up.
Exactly. That's my thing. I always say, take your rubbish with you. Don't leave it anywhere. Honestly, it's not difficult to do that. Now, as well as that, of course, as I know you've lent your support to Crisis, as have I, and there's such a brilliant charity, and especially at Christmas, especially this year, I think it's more important than ever, isn't it?
It's so important this year. It's been a really tough year for all of us. I think we can safely say it's been a real challenge, but it's an even bigger challenge for people who don't have the safety and security of a home. Not only a roof over their heads, but a place of dignity and stability. And so I've been working with Crisis, and I love that you also work with Crisis, Lorraine. I've been working with them for years. I have always been passionate about, I've always been aware of homelessness since I was really young. So as soon as I had an opportunity to work with homeless charities, I met Crisis, and they're so brilliant, and I've spent every Christmas with them. They are so warm and friendly and helpful. They provide one-on-one advice. It's not just temporary accommodation, but it's that one-on-one support and that people need. And at Christmas time, I don't know about you, I'm sure you feel the same. I just can't bear the thought of anyone being alone, and becoming homeless is such an isolating and lonely experience. And I've spoken to so many people who have used Crisis services and have been in that position, and it's just some of the stories are just so awful. But at the same time, particularly this year when jobs have been put at risk more than ever, it can happen to anyone.
No,
basically.
I think you're absolutely right. I mean, there's some really scary surveys saying that an awful lot of people are like 3 or 4 pay packets away from the street. And the thing is, when you walk past and you see someone, you don't know their story. You don't know what's happened in their life for them to end up in that dreadful situation, which is why it's so important to help. And I know, again, you don't need to do this. That's what I find very admirable about you. You don't need to do it, but it's clearly something you feel very passionate about, which is brilliant.
Yeah, I think especially when I spent the first couple of years with Crisis, hearing those stories and understanding, what those people had gone through to get there. Like you said, it's so easy, and particularly this year, it's so easy to find yourself in that situation. And I think over the summer, it was amazing that the government quickly acted to put people in temporary accommodation. I think 30,000 people were put into accommodation so that they could, self-isolate like the rest of us. And I mean, also there were temporary measures to stop eviction, things like that. But, you know, those things are now going to go back to normal, and homelessness is on the rise. There are going to be about 200,000 people homeless this Christmas, 90,000 children at risk of homelessness and in temporary accommodation. And that really breaks my heart. And you know, the fact that it is on the rise, it's not, you know, it's not stalling, it's not reducing. And Crisis, that's why they're so brilliant, because every year they provide that accommodation. They provide people with you know, some with advice and with just, you know, just a chat, just a nice chat, and like a cup of tea. And this year, obviously, it's going to be different. The temporary accommodation is going to be in the form of hotels, but you know, they do such an amazing job. And I'm going to be doing I'm usually there in person, but this year I'm going to be doing a Christmas quiz.
Oh, good. Well, that's good. A lot of people are doing that. A lot of people are doing things, you know, virally. Can you believe, though, 10 years ago, that was your debut? I bet you that 10 years has just flown by.
You know, it really has. It really, really has. And just watching all those videos there, just kind of, it makes me kind of a bit emotional. You know, it's been such an incredible journey. It's been ups, downs, highs, lows, but mostly highs. And I'm, you know, I'm so grateful to still be making music. I'm so grateful to be able to cover one of my favourite singers and writers of all time, Joni, and, you know, lucky that I got to record that. That's why I re-recorded it, because when I recorded it the first time, I was so nervous. It felt like such a big thing to record one of her iconic songs. And so, you know, I decided to sort of put a bit of fresh something into it this year.
No, it's fantastic. And who would have thought your first year of married life, you would be in lockdown? But if you can survive that, Ellie, both of you are obviously meant to be together, because you survived beautifully.
We're both alive, and yeah, we're happy. Thank God.
Brings you closer together in some ways. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. Thank you for everything that you're doing. And you're absolutely right. You know, we have to be a bit kinder to people, and also pick up your rubbish. That's the message too. Pick up your rubbish.
Our window.
Exactly. Thank you, my love. Great to talk to you. Don't forget, you can watch full episodes of Lorraine on the ITV Hub, and all the best clips, compilations and playlists right here on our channel. Just subscribe now and you'll never miss an upload. Click here to watch another video similar to this one, or click here to head to our channel's homepage to explore all of our exciting videos.